I want to talk to y'all because I feel like a lot of you, I can feel, are going through a hard time right now. I know that you are. I can feel the energy. A lot of you are going through a hard time. And you're not quite sure what to do. Am I right? I don't always have the magic answer to that, but if it comes to love, and you're not sure what to do in your love relationship, what I can tell you is listen to yourself, you know? If your heart, are y'all listening? If you feel like that little voice inside your heart and your head is telling you this isn't right, then it's not right. And I was that girl at 20 years old. I felt like I was never going to find my soulmate. And even though 20 sounds young, you still want it. No matter how young you are, you want it. Because I hate when people are like, oh, you're still young, you've got plenty of time. That doesn't matter. I want it now. And I remember being that 20-year-old girl, knowing I wasn't meant to date a bunch of people and I wasn't meant to sow my oats. I wanted to find my soulmate because I knew he was out there.
Boy, was he ever.
And I went through a terrible, terrible breakup. I was with this guy for 3 years. 3 years. He was terrible. He made me feel so small. He made me feel like I wasn't pretty enough, I wasn't smart enough. All of those things. And I remember when that relationship was finally coming to an end. I remember that relationship was over. And I remember being on a plane from LA to Hawaii, going home to be with my family. And I remember crying on this plane, just crying my eyes out because I knew this relationship was over and I knew this man was not the man for me. But all of a sudden I felt this wave of energy over me. And I was like, oh my God, my soulmate, he's out there right now. I know that he's out there. I can feel him. So I pulled my computer out and I started to write a letter to God. And I said, God, I know my soulmate's out there and this is what I'm looking for. And I was as specific and detailed as you could be about exactly what my soulmate was about. And if you read it today, I promise you, you'd be like, you wrote this after you met Eric. I don't believe you. I promise you, it's like I knew Eric was out there waiting for me. I did, I knew it. I felt it. So I wrote this letter to God. I was specific. I said he was athletic, he was dark, he was hairy, all these things that I wanted in me. He's so hairy, y'all, I love it. And then 2 years later, God brought Eric into my life. He did. And I can honestly tell you, I know that there's all sorts of celebrities out in the public eye and you're not sure what's going on in the relationships. I can promise you right now, I am so madly in love with this man. And I still am. And I tear up thinking about it because he's so good to me. Sometimes I'm like, do I deserve this? He's so good to me. But this is where I take that moment. I'm like, you deserve this. Every single one of you girls, you deserve to be treated like gold. You do. And if he's not treating you right, you let him go and you wait for the right one to come along.